Hello everyone, it's me NCR here, and today I just wanted to kind of compare SunBible's performance with SunBible Lite, because I'm the developer of SunBible. I I created the regular desktop version of it, and then the Lite version of it. And so on first appearance here, because you can see my screen here, they're absolutely identical. I can't even tell them apart. Well, this one here is so only on the MacBook do I have a menu up here. So this is SunBible Lite, and then this one over here is SunBible. I think you can see my screen. I've never tested out this screen recorder before, so I don't do too much for screen recording, so I don't know how much you can see. So I just want to show some differences. So with the SunBible desktop app, what I want to do is just provide offline access kind of to it, because I kind of it's kind of a challenge because SunBible is kind of a website, and I do, yeah, I mean it's a website out there, but then also it's a desktop app, and so it's kind of like, is it more of a desktop app or is it more of a website? And I kind of think of it. I've been, I kind of feel it's more like a desktop app rather than a website. And so, where is I going with that? I don't know. But some recent changes I made here is just, so it is more of a desktop app, yeah. So, what am I trying to say? So, but this one here is just, this is all my files offline in SunBible, and then in SunBible Lite, it's just kind of an iframe of the website, which I have an because I use Electron, which turns websites into apps, or not necessarily websites, but HTML instead of into apps. And so you can build apps with HTML. And so I have an HTML page that's called app iframe, and so that's what this is a link to here, app iframe online. But see, even though they look identical, so let's just start getting into some differences with them. But I was going to show a few new features. One new feature that I added to SunBible is easier navigation. So let's say you're reading through Proverbs or whatever, and just how do you get? Well, do I have a link? Okay, I don't have a link back to the homepage here, but let's say you want to skip, there's a link back to SunBible homepage there if you want to get back to that. But let's say you want to jump over to Romans or whatever, and on certain books I do have navigation here at the top, if you want to jump to Thessalonians or whatever. But or if you want to go back to the SunBible homepage right there. So this is the regular SunBible app. So let's just kind of look at some differences, how fast does let's try to do the same thing on here. How fast does it load? Takes a little bit longer to load, I think. I don't know. There should be a background image. I didn't notice if there was one here for Proverbs. Okay, I don't know why it's not loading here. Because the background image is an online file. It's not packaged in the app. All these navigation pictures are packaged, not packaged in the app. Or only a couple of them are. So they're online. So it's now loading here. The background image for this is loading, so it definitely takes longer. It seems like for SunBible Lite's background image to load. So you see how the picture is kind of loading there, and it's already loaded in SunBible. So there is kind of some differences that way because this is a website. Also, another difference here, on the website, yeah, I have share buttons. These don't seem to they don't show up in the regular app. These share buttons that are on the side here, and then also there's a follow button here that if you click on it, yeah, that's a link to the Sunshining homepage on Facebook. Another thing here with my app, depending on what if you make the app full, I don't know if you can see my screen here. Over here. Let me just make it wider here. If you have the app wider, it shows upright. That's how I want it to look. I maybe need to fix it up. Because I'm not very good at, HTML and CSS. Most of the site looks good. Kind of this looks nice, this looks nice. But the footer could use some work here. But when I have the app start, it starts at this width here, and the footers does not look nice on this at all. So both of these apps kind of work comparably the same when you're on Wi-Fi. So right now, I'm just going to switch off my Wi-Fi here. Wi-Fi off. And then only um, only for my Mac. Another thing I forgot to mention is that everything that you need is in the context menu. So if you know how to bring up the context menu, you just right click or whatever. Or on the modern keyboards, this is kind of a side feature, not a side feature, a side note. On modern, not keyboards, touchpads or whatever, it's you tap with two fingers to bring up the context menu. On the older ones, it was like a right click, how if you have like a mouse, or was it a left click? I can't remember if it was a right or a left click, whatever. You tap with two fingers to bring up the context menu. So, you can copy verses. So if you selected text, you can copy text, or you can, if you haven't selected any text, you can select all or select all. And then copy, so whatever, all that text is copied. This is a link to view SunBible online. This is a link to open SunBible wallpaper online. This is a link to join the SunBible Discord server. So if you are a user of SunBible, I would definitely recommend you join the SunBible Discord server. This is a link to read SunBible updates and more on Medium. A few seconds ago here, published a piece on Medium about because I have a couple. If you know Medium, you can have different publications. So I have the Sunshining publication and then SunBible publication. I published something in the SunBible publication just a few minutes ago about Bible reading. Okay, then this is a link to check for updates. And then in the footer here, so another thing here is on the SunBible app, there is, this is a link to an external website here, but it opens it within the app, and it does take a while to open, so I'm just going to go back to this here page because this is offline here, and that takes these are online links too, but they will open in this frame here, and they take a while. Every other Bible page on here, like all the books of the Bible, they will open really quickly because they are offline, like the book of Naaman. Well, oh yeah, my Wi-Fi is off. So when Wi-Fi is off, this is how SunBible will look different here. Than that. There's no background images and there's no pictures. I forgot to reload here, so I'm going to reload symbol. Maybe it's because I already had the app open. Maybe I'll just close it right quick and open it again here. I don't know if you can see my screen here when I went to the launch. Okay, sometimes if it's like your first time opening it, some of these pictures may not show up here in the navigation menu because they are online. Let's just reload. So let's go to SunBible Lite. So we're offline. We're going to see how offline looks for SunBible Lite because it is just an iframe of the website. So offline, this is how SunBible Lite looks. It honestly, I don't know if it'll load anything or if it'll just say, yeah. No. Okay, so SunBible Lite is like nothing offline. You can't use it offline at all. So I'll just, I previously did not even test SunBible Lite offline, so I had no idea how it works. It may just show I don't know, some kind of blank screen saying no Wi-Fi or something. I don't know. But for me on my MacBook here, just shows white, shows nothing. So that is that is how SunBible Lite looks. So SunBible works really great. I mean, every one of these this is open source, so you can go to GitHub or whatever to see my source files. I mean, because I have a different HTML file for each of these books. These are all packaged in the app. All the CSS is packaged in the app. The JavaScript to do certain things, this takes some script to do just the animation there for these different things here. All that is packaged in the in here except certain pictures. There should be a background, or there should be a header picture and a background picture for this page. It's not here. And then there should be a picture that says to the top, but it's not here in the app. But so you can still read and use SunBible offline because that's what it's meant for. It's meant to use it offline, and it is. And it is a beautiful way, or a beautiful place just to read, to study, and to memorize God's word, or the Bible and God's word. And I had some notes of I will post when I post this video. I'm gonna also post another post there in Medium with just some new features I added in the month of January of 2021 here. 2021 update here. I encourage, no, I dare you to find a quiet place where you can read, to study, and to memorize God's word this year. And so, yeah, I dare you to get into God's word every day. I dare you to study, to meditate on the Bible each day, and I dare you to live the way the Bible teaches you to live every day. And so that's kind of it, because basically we're just going to show like performance differences for SunBible Lite versus SunBible, the regular desktop version. So you can definitely see different images are not here, which you can, it's still usable. Like that's what, and so currently I have 0 users for SunBible Lite, and that's kind of a good thing, kind of, and that's kind of okay. I definitely don't need to be pushing out updates for SunBible Lite, and it's not something that needs to be updated as often, and it doesn't consume as much as my time as the regular SunBible desktop app, because I just, I will be working on it. I worked on it quite a bit here in January, added a few new features, and mostly it's just the links I added here, and then just easier navigation. So in certain pages here, like on the prophets pages here, these pages have their navigation. Oh, and all these pictures are gone here. I should have showed you how this looks. If you're curious as to how this looks when it does have pictures here, but like this is a link to Jose, then you should definitely view it online for yourself to see, because it does look beautiful. But this is navigation for these pages here, because I have I find it easy, for me it made it easier working with SunBible to put the books of the Bible into collections. And so I have a unique style for the books of the Torah, for the books of history, for the books of wisdom. With some of the books of wisdom, actually their style is kind of like totally different, unique. Like this is the book of Psalms here, totally different from, because I have like a separate page for every chapter in Psalm. And then books of the prophets are unique pages, and so I plan on doing quite I don't know, some work on it over 2021. This is kind of my first. I did do an update actually not that too long ago, an update video, but and then since the update video I pushed out a new release of it. So the current version of SunBible is version 0.1.5. Oh, I'm not even running the latest version of it. I'm running test 3. I did release version 15 of SunBible. I'm still running the test version of it, because I try out test versions before I actually release them to the public. That's it for this episode, because basically I just wanted to show you the performance difference between SunBible and the regular desktop version of it, and then SunBible Lite. And it definitely, SunBible Lite is not usable offline at all, and this one works great offline. So if you are interested and would like to use SunBible and download it for your device, check out the download page here, which I totally redesigned it really nicely. I'll go online right quick. I don't know if you can see my Wi-Fi network here. Sunshine Free Wi-Fi. That's my Wi-Fi network. And for some reason these pictures took a while to load there, but those ones are online pictures. These ones are offline. I think that one was missing when it was offline there. What was I saying here? Oh yeah. I redesigned the download page for SunBible, but these pictures are taking a while to load. But I have screenshots here. Yep, they've loaded now. I have screenshots of SunBible here, and then you can download it for Windows, Mac OS with an M1 chip, Linux auto-updating Snap, then Linux, all these other Linux packages if you use Linux. I also have Psalm app. This is kind of didn't load right because, I don't know. This website definitely looks beautifuler if you have fast Wi-Fi. And that's it for this episode. Okay, I've already said that.